What's up, everyone? Brian Albert here with Peter Eikemans from Congregate.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Good.
We're looking at Cry Havoc. It's like a turn-based strategy sort of game with kind of like some CCG elements, some card collecting game elements behind it. Go ahead and jump right in and let us know what's going on here. We got this flying warship. Tell me what this is.
This
about.
is our home base.
Okay.
So, Cry Havoc's a game from the super talented Synapse Games, who are, for anyone who's familiar with the collectible card game world, they built a title called Tyrant Unleashed. So after working on them on that, we wanted to kind of take it to the next level and do a new type of game. So what we've got here is Cry Havoc. I want to say its style is a little bit Micro Machines meets Renegade Ops.
Yeah. By the way, that's like a good pitch.
I love it, yeah. Because what we've done is created this whole 3D world where it's all about collecting units, building out a squad of guys that are going to fight in battle for you, and then upgrading them, adding new skills, researching new types of units, and then slowly taking over the world.
So right now you have 4 kinds of units at your disposal.
Yeah,
right?
so this is a pretty early point in the game. You saw we have the ship that's my home base. As you level up, you unlock new areas to the ship where you're generating resources, you're researching new technologies, and basically building out your loadout to be a better player at the game.
Okay,
So
let's jump on in.
Right, yeah, let's jump in. So right now you can see I have 3 different type of tank units and kind of a soldier hero who's in the mix, and each have their unique abilities as far as attack, health, and special skills.
Seems like kind of a beefy lineup there, like a lot of armor. Is
It's-
that like a
it's
choice you
pretty
made,
strong.
or
It's kind
or
of
how does that
the
work?
early layout, like we want to teach everybody what skills they have available before kind of opening it up to them to build out the squad that best suits them.
Okay.
So some players are going to have like an all-armored squad, which is going to be really tough to penetrate, and need a very special type of opponent with all pierce skills who can kind of
Sure.
cut through that.
Is there sort of
armor,
like
things
a rock
that.
paper scissors sort of thing going
There
on?
is
Okay.
to these different skills to kind of balance things the right way. So to be kind of the ideal player, you're going to want to build out a robust squad that has a lot of different abilities, things like that.
So
as
we're
you
going
can-
to Peru?
Yeah, we're gonna start in Peru here,
Okay.
where the bad guys have continued to battle the forces of good, which I'm gonna claim I'm the forces of good.
Sure. It's all a perspective thing.
Exactly.
Right. We're not
So-
going to ask questions.
We get to see some threats from the enemy who claim I'm not going to win this battle, but I'm gonna do my best to take it
She
on.
probably has better hair than you.
So what I have now is this is introducing a new skill that the enemy has called Blitz, which means they don't have to wait on a turn-based timer to attack me once they deploy their units. So I'm going to have to kind of use my 4 units to best survive this battle.
Okay.
So what happens is they're
you each start
deploying...
to clarify this is like your main unit, and if it dies, you lose, correct?
Exactly.
Okay,
So this,
just to be
this
sure.
is your home base. This is kind of what you're trying to defend.
Okay.
So what happens is, based on the squads I've built out, I'm randomly... 3 of them are drawn at any given time, and I have to choose from the 3 how I want to combat this aerial unit they have, and while attacking their home base.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with an armored guy here with 2 attack, 5 health, and as you can see as I'm dragging, it opens up the playing board. So you have a front line and a back line, and each have their offensive and defensive benefits, and I'm choosing how to use my units here to both set myself up for defense and attack their team. So then
Okay.
they take their turn. My guy was on a timer until he actually is able to be used and do his attacks.
Sure, and then they got that first attack because of that blitz.
Yeah,
skill,
with
correct?
the
Okay.
blitz skill that was just introduced this turn. I'm going to put him in the back row because he's defended by the guy in front of him. And meanwhile, he has strike, so he's going to drop extra attacks on their units, all while I'm trying to get to their home base over here.
Okay, so it's about positioning your units in like tactically advantageous ways
Exactly.
and making sure. Okay, I like that. Okay.
So as a mobile title, like we want to keep kind of battles fast and furious, where you have these key choices. Like a lot of it comes down to preparation, like building out the best possible squad with the best possible skills before entering into any kind of battle. And then once you're in battle, you're kind of hoping for the best draw. Like your strongest defensive unit, you're probably going to lay out first to kind of build that front line and protect the rest of your offense as it comes out. And we kind of fight our way through the turns here until I can take out his home base, which it's like I said, early level, probably not going to be a huge problem.
Yeah, it looks like you're doing just fine. So
Exactly.
do you want to try and take out those aerial units, or are you making a choice right now to just attack that base and just go for the win?
So
right away?
I had lined these guys up to take out the aerial units. You saw a missile coming from my lone soldier there, which was his strike attack, which kind of flies off depending on who might be in the... It doesn't go down the lane like the rest of the units do.
Okay.
And as I win, I earn XP, I earn currency, and things to kind of beef up my units as I go towards the next battle.
So you're basically you're gonna go out into the world and do these turn-based missions, and then you come back and you'll upgrade your army and your ship here.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it's all about progression and getting yourself deeper into the game, more powerful. And as we get a little later into the game, you work your way across this map where you're fighting through the campaign, but you're also going to start being populated with PvP events where you're actually fighting other players' squads. It's asynchronous PvP because we really want it to be convenient as a mobile game to play, like waiting for the bus, when you're supposed to be working, things like that.
So it's not like a distinct, like, I'm playing single player now or I'm playing multiplayer now. They are sort of
We're trying to blend
together.
the two.
Okay.
Because we really want people to not only really dig into the lore and the story of this world, but we also want people to get competitive. Because that's where things really get fun, when, you know, you're at that critical PvP point where, you know, you have one unit to draw left, your health is super low, and you're about to deploy that unit with Strike All that's going to clear their front line, take out the back enemy, and just really make your day.
So what does that look like? Like, you're playing single player, and then like what does that integration look like when you're fighting another player?
So it's going to look a lot like your AI battles, where you come in against an enemy. Only this time you're going to see their name because you're fighting, you know, a person's account.
Sure.
But what's really going to happen here? You can see I got a new unit as I hit some goal by beating a level in Peru. I now have a new tank to add to my squad. But it's really seamless. The whole idea is that once you understand battle, there's not a huge difference between PvP and PvE, but it comes down to rewards and building up your squads in the right kind of way.
Sure. So this, you have these 8 spots here.
Yeah.
Are those the 8? Because it'll randomly draw some of them when you go into a battle,
Exactly.
but it'll only pull from those 8.
It'll only pull from
and you can have
these.
extras down here.
Yeah, so what you can do is you'll see a loadout of all your spare units that you're not using at the time. You can also split it out into alpha squads, beta squads, and have these additional squads so that depending on the type of battle or the type of way you want to play that day, you can select your alpha or beta squad. Maybe your alpha squad's more defensive, maybe your beta squad's more offensive.
Okay. And what sort of risks are we looking at here? Like, let's say you go into battle and that tank you just got it explodes, it dies. Is that gone forever, or
No.
is it just until the next?
You're going to take some damage, and there's probably going to be some repair costs associated with probably just waiting until it's done so you can use it again.
Okay.
Because, let's put some sense of reality on this. You just were blown up. You're going to need to be repaired.
Sure.
But what it comes down to, and a lot of people wonder about those kind of things with timers and mobile games, but it's really this: we want you to come back. So when your units are ready to play, we're going to let you know, and then you can come in and take on the whole world again. It'd be a pretty terrible experience if you truly lost. It's hardcore.
It is.
I'll give
there's an
it
audience
that.
for games like that.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But we want you to have that sense of, not 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but we always want to move you forward and
Sure.
make you stronger.
Where and when can people play this?
So if you're a Congregate Plus member on Congregate.com, you could be playing this as we speak on the web right now. We're in a unique position as a publisher to actually beta test a lot of our games on the web before bringing them to mobile. So it's looking like we're going to launch this on iOS and Android probably sometime in the next 3 to 6 weeks.
Okay. So that'll be maybe around
Probably
late July by this time or so.
Late July, early August.
Sure.
Keep an eye out for it.
And I'll throw that date in like the article below this video just to make sure that's really
The team's
clear.
working hard to take on some balance notes we had from beta. We have a really active player base already and a really vocal player base, and we're all about listening to our players as well and giving them what they want when it comes to balance and systems and just making a game fun, because we all really just want to play fun games.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Peter, for coming by and showing off Cry Havoc. For more on Cry Havoc, everyone, keep it right here on IGN.